Yo, it's the Mario Drive, and I have a very special guest today, Camilla Panda. What's going on?
Hi.
We're only 42 minutes late because of technical difficulties. We'll just leave it at that.
It, it happens
First,
to all of us.
first I thought Animal Crossing was on my other Switch, then I thought it was on this Switch. So, I fired it up. I haven't even had a chance to change my clothes yet. I'm in Santa gear from last year. So, you know, here we are. Here we are. We're doing the Mario Drive. Animal Crossing got some stuff got announced today, and so I'm like, do you want to just do the show here? So that's what we're doing. We're just gonna hang out. We might do some fishing. I don't even know if I have a fishing pole. We'll have to see. There we go. So there's a shadow. I'll let you grab that first one. I think. Can you see that same fish as me? I think you can.
I do.
Yeah, perfect. So before we jump into this, where can people check out your content?
I'm on pretty much every platform as Camilla Panda. Mostly, though, I stream on Twitch. You can find stuff on YouTube when I have the extra time to video edit, but I do try to be really good about at least my short form content and getting that out 3 days a week.
Nice. Very cool. All right. Love that. Love that. And what would you say you stream the most?
Based on hours, it's No Man's Sky.
Okay. We're
Yeah.
gonna talk about No Man's Sky. We're gonna get into it in one of the questions because I have yet to pull the trigger on that one, and I'm honestly scared to. And so it'll be fun to chat about. But first question, first Nintendo console.
Game Boy Color.
Game Boy Color. Okay, what games?
So my parents got me a Game Boy Color because my grandma needed assistance at that time, and I was like 7, 8. So they were like, instead of being bored, here's a Nintendo Color. And here's also Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue, because someone told them that the two games weren't the same, but didn't explain how they were different. So they wanted
Oh,
to make sure I experienced both, not realizing it was like what Pokemon I could get. But yeah,
interesting. Okay. Do you still have them?
I do.
Yes, that's what I love to hear. That is great. That is great. What color Game Boy Color did you get?
It was green.
The lime green
Green.
one?
The lime green one.
Oh, that was my first Game Boy too. I
That's
I
a good
love
one.
I love that thing. I got Mario Golf and Pokemon Yellow. That was the two games that I picked up with it. So um Midby Senpai says my parents would have said go outside. I love it. That's amazing. So favorite Mario game of all time?
I picked up Super Mario RPG when it came out. So the remake, I fell in
Okay.
love with it. I finished that game very quickly. But yeah, that one was really good. I was sad I missed out on it as a kid.
I love that. I played it as a kid, but I don't feel like I beat it. I'm like fairly certain I did not play through it. So I got to experience it the same way. And that's your favorite Mario game.
Yes.
I That's awesome. I love that. Any was it what really sold you about it? Like was it the characters, gameplay? Like what'd you really love about it?
So I played a lot of Final Fantasy 10 and 10-2 when I had a PlayStation 2, and then Kingdom Hearts. And it felt nostalgic even though I had never played that game before. I just really liked the gameplay.
That's cool. And it looks so good on Switch also. That was
Mhm.
just it was such a fun remake to see, no question.
It was really pretty.
Okay, so I know that Mario Kart DS was is high on your list, but I need to
Mhm.
know which Mario Kart track brings the best memories.
Choco Mountain.
Mountain. All right, great choice. Great choice.
Yeah, I love chocolate. And I just look, it's an honest answer. I really like chocolate.
It is absolutely.
But yeah, I like that was the one that I just was like, yeah, Choco Mountain. I remember being super excited and loving playing that particular track the most, I think.
Nothing better than those giant boulders coming down and knocking you off the knocking you off the track while you're going up those last two corners or whatever. They
It
would get me so often.
it made me less angry than Rainbow Road did. That much I remember.
Yep, that's fair. Definitely fair. Okay, well, this is the question says, what Nintendo game do you think more people should experience? But because No Man's Sky is on Switch and Switch 2, I want to hear about this game.
Okay, where do I start? Um,
It's been out for a while, right?
it came out in 2016
Okay.
originally. So it has just hours upon hours of content. Um, they like 4 times a year put out different like content. There's at least one time a year where they put out like a major content update. They'll like update the graphics. They'll update things for quality of life, but then they'll go and be like, "Hi, you know how the game had an ending? Well, here's like an additional like 5 other things you can do once you beat the game that it expands the game and now it's a new ending. Have fun." Or they do stuff that's like, "Hey, have you never played this game before? Well, now it's easier with all this new mechanics and everything since it makes it better for players." I started playing that game in 2020, and every year I am impressed by the newest updates, how much they care about player feedback and making the game enjoyable, and the fact that every update has been free. So you don't have to pay for like the newest version of the game, you just get it. And that's something that I'm like, it feels like no company does that anymore.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Because like everything's like a paid DLC, but for No Man's Sky, they're like, yeah, we just want people to like the game. So um, here's this entire content update that completely reworks how this one mechanic that everyone is really frustrated with goes. Enjoy. Like I I'm just incredibly impressed by the care they have for the community and how much they value the player feedback and the player experience.
So I did a news story recently talking about its recent update, which is like derelict ships. And did that kind of add a little spooky element as well?
It it did for the like abandoned Corvettes because that's a I don't know if the abandoned Corvettes are specific to the expedition right now that's going on. So expeditions are like timed events in the game where if you finish an expedition, you can unlock some exclusive items in game. Usually it's cosmetic items and stuff to like build different things with. But the fact that the Corvette update just hit, which is where they added the ability to for players to build their own ships to fly around in.
Mm.
And they already were like, "Oh yeah, by the way, we made like a bunch of more parts because players really wanted to see the style of part in the game." That the Corvette update was like 6 weeks prior to this update. So they have been working away making sure that this new update with brand new parts for the Corvette that came from players requesting it happened. And that part I'm like, "Man, y'all really do care about us."
So how does the game play? Is it first person, third person?
You can play either.
Okay.
There's a toggle for it, but the start of the game, you wake up on a planet and you just kind of have to figure out how to survive. My experience, I woke up on a radioactive planet and had to figure out where my ship was. how to repair it, because of course they give you a broken ship to start with, so that way you can kind of farm for different materials to fix things. Um, and then after that, I went to an ice planet. I still very much remember the first stream of No Man's Sky that I had because it was the first time I ever opened the game. And the entire time I was like, oh God, what happens if I die? Because there's radioactive stuff and the timer keeps ticking down, or the health bar keeps ticking down for my shields and everything. But it was done in a way where I like left the stream and went, I'm gonna give this another day, because that was rather enjoyable as much as I was panicking. And then the second day was significantly more chill, where I figured out how to like build a base, kind of do like the basic parts of the game. But the thing no one told me about is that there was a story to the game. How
Okay.
you learn how to do a lot of the stuff is through the story of oh gosh, I'm blanking on the character's name because it's been so long. But you meet a fellow, what is called a traveler, and they're like, "Hey, I'm like stuck and I don't know what to do. Can you help me?" So you go and try to help them. I'm not going to spoil it, but the ending made me cry.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And then I went and explored like some of the other parts of the story. There's like an overarching um religious figure that some of the people worship. There's another one that disappeared that people are like, "Oh, this person's gone forever." But are they really gone forever? And it's the fact that yes, you can have your time as a space like exploration game where you're going from planet to planet and you're categorizing the different animals you find and the different plants, and the different life forms. But there's a story behind it too if you want to go for the story. You can also just spend your time building bases or building ships now. There's just a lot to do for different people. And like they just keep adding different elements of games that just make sense. Like I think the other really big update they had, I think it was a year ago, is I think someone made a joke about like cozy games all have fishing in it. And then like a week later, No Man's Sky's like, hey, by the way, we added fishing. And people were like,
Amazing.
it's finally a cozy game. There's fishing in the game.
I was gonna say, like, does it give cozy game vibes?
It does. It truly can. I've spent hours just bouncing around to different planets, especially if you find a like perfect planet or a paradise planet. Those are the ones with like the super chill atmosphere that's not constantly angry at you. There's no creatures trying to hurt you. There's a like quote unquote police force that's kind of actively monitoring certain planets. Um None of that's on those planets, so you don't have to worry that like if you accidentally uh like tear down or take down a tree, that the robot police are going to go after you for it, because they're trying to preserve the life exactly how it is on the planets that they're on. So
Gotcha.
there's
Okay.
stuff like that. It's
And is it all single player?
it's multiplayer.
So,
So you can play with friends. You can also find random people if you want.
of
Or you can turn that
course.
all off and make it truly isolating where it's just you.
So is it more like what's the like you said there's a story, but like is ultimately the point of the game like discovery and exploration?
Yeah. It's just trying to explore and discover what's out there in the universe.
So is there like combat? Like can you fight creatures that come after you and stuff like that, or do you just run?
You can fight things. There's certain sentinel fights that, like, to progress the story, you have to go through. You'll sometimes just pop into a new solar system and it's under attack from pirates, so you have to fight the pirates with your ship and everything. But there's ground and space combat.
Oh, that's cool. No.
Yeah.
I'm I'm scared. I'm scared I'm gonna get how many hours do you have in it?
I think I recently hit 1,000 hours in it. And like all but maybe 5 hours of it has been streamed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's wow. That's yeah, that's saying something. And you play mostly on PlayStation?
Yeah, I started playing that game on PlayStation 4. I
Okay.
got a PlayStation 5 and then transferred the save file, and now they have cross-platform compatibility. So if you have the game, you can just transfer your save file between different consoles, including the Nintendo Switch.
Nice.
So I transferred my main save onto a PC version of it to play it on PC and just kind of bounce between as needed
Oh,
or
very
as I
cool.
want.
Okay. Is there any other game you would compare it to?
I think for myself, it was like the first game of that type that I ever played. I know a lot of people like to compare it to Star Citizen, which I've tried it, but No Man's Sky feels more whimsical,
Ah,
more
got it. Okay.
focused on the like discovery of things and the exploration. At least from like the little bit of Star Citizen I've seen, which there is exploration and everything, but that's also focused on more like hyper realism and making it feel as realistic as possible. I
I
think I
see.
just like my whimsy
I
in
got
No
you.
Man's Sky.
Very cool. Okay. They were front and center when Switch 2 came out, like talking about
Mhm.
their Switch 2 version. They've had good sales and stuff, so
You can usually tell there's an update coming because on Twitter and Blue Sky, the person who runs Hello Games, who's the creator of No Man's Sky, named Sean, will post an emoji. And everyone in the community is like, Sean, go to sleep. Go to sleep. Stop with the content for like 2 days, please. But yeah, it becomes an entire like we're just trying to figure out what this one emoji means. Like the latest one was a door. And I think I forget what the last one was, but people were like, "Oh god, what does the door mean? Does the door mean that we're finally going to figure out what happened with the computer system that got added in the space stations? Does it mean there's going to be added story to the end game or anything like that?" And it was just the newest like expedition, but seeing like how excited people get about it and also that every time that there's an update, they reduce the price.
mm,
So you'll find it for like 24.99, 29.99 when there's an update coming out.
interesting. Okay. Very cool. And did they add portals or something? I think I saw something like, or is that like rumored maybe?
Portals like
Like where you can like teleport between two different areas?
I know there's the portal to find specific locations, but you have to find a particular building on a planet that lets you do that.
Okay.
Um
I saw like I semi pay attention when I see like tweets about it and stuff. So I was like, it seemed like it was a big deal for the game, or that it could, or I think what it was is they were saying that possibly the the portals could help bring No Man's Sky into another game, essentially,
oh,
like it was some kind of lore thing, like, like I can't remember the other game off the top of my head, but it was like, oh, these portals could lead you to Dead Space, right? Even though that's not, I'm just speaking like just in general terms, essentially, because I had just seen a tweet about it and was like, oh, that's kind of interesting, like almost like the community was kind of trying to dig for some lore or something. And so I love that kind of stuff. Like, I think it's fantastic.
there there is a new game being made by Hello Sky or Hello Games that came out or not come out, but like they announced it called Light No Fire, which is like
Okay.
No Man's Sky, except instead of it being an entire universe, it is just a single planet.
Oh,
So that might be the connection they're trying to make. especially with they've come out and said like, hey, we're doing some test for Light No Fire in No Man's Sky. So some of the features and everything that are getting updated are us figuring out how to make it work in our engine and also to get player feedback. So their next game has like uh what players want in it from the start.
Got it. Okay. Very cool. I got a couple chats here. Jimmy Pike says, I don't know a single game that has changed as much from launch until now as No Man's Sky.
Mm-hmm.
And also, Jimmy, thank you for that resub. Appreciate you. I couldn't see the I don't have the actual Twitch chat up, but that's got to be like 10 years plus of subs. So thank you so much, my man. And then Nady Nay said, No Man's Sky has had that forever energy that is definitely scary. Yeah. Like, that's what makes me like. So this will be the last question, I promise, on this. But is it a game that you can just pick up for short little spurts and still have a good time with, or do you have to invest hours every day?
I am able to pick it up in short spurts. I will admit, though, when I first got started, I think I exclusively streamed that game for 5 months straight because there was just so much content there already. And I was just trying to like find all the little nooks and crannies of the story side of it. But once I got past that and was like, all right, I think we're done with the story, I now just pick it up when there's new content coming out and I'll play it for a little bit and then swap to something else. But as soon as they're like, hey, new content, I'm right there. I'm like just immediately there. I'm like, I'm canceling all my other plans. This is all we're playing for like 2 weeks now. Thank you, everyone, for understanding.
That's awesome. I love that. I do want to point out, Jimmy said 100 months. That is by far my the longest streak. So thank you so much. That's crazy.
It's awesome.
Yeah, that is so wild. That's like from the very, very like infancy of my like when affiliate became a thing. You know what I mean? Like that's wild to me. So thank you so much, my man. Last thing he says is No Man's Sky is fantastic. The thing is, you think it's a short spurt, and then you look at the clock, and you've been playing for 3 hours.
Yeah, that happens too.
That's the sign of a good game. That is the sign of a good game for sure. Okay, back to the list here. Which Nintendo boss fight tested your patience the most?
The entirety of Super Mario 64.
Okay, follow-up question. Did you play it on 64 or on DS?
I actually got it as part of the like 3D All-Stars bundle.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I had done it as a charity incentive, and I told folks I would play it until I finished the game, which I did, and I'm very proud of that. I have a disdain for underwater levels. I got stuck, I think, on 2 of the underwater levels, and like there was multiple times where I was just like, why am I stuck here? Why can't I do anything else?
Oh no. Okay, that's a legitimate answer right there. Fighting the camera in Mario 64 at times is like a never-ending boss fight.
Mm-hmm.
So I totally get it.
Yeah, there's so many good memories of that game, but at the same time, I just was like, why? Why is it like this?
Yeah, no, I remember the first time, because I didn't play it until like I think I beat it when it was on Wii U, I think. And
okay,
there were times that I'm like, I would go to make a jump and I would just jump right off of a cliff or something. Chat was just having a heyday with it. So yeah, that was, I'd be trying to do some wall jumping, and then I'd mess up at the very end, or like by the skin of my teeth get somewhere and then fall off like in the dumbest way possible. So,
oh my god, the slide levels. Do you remember those? I think the penguin one was the one that took me the longest for whatever reason.
Oh yeah.
I remember hopping into the building and then going down, being like, "All right, we got to like do the slide." And I was trying to be fast about it, and the more I tried, the harder I failed.
Now,
Are you good?
is it working now? Can you hear me?
Now I can hear you. Oh,
A little bit of technical difficulties, but I think we're okay. You got me again?
I got you. Did I curse the stream?
No. No.
I just have to ask, like, is it me?
No. 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 Nope. It what every now and again my audio will start to degrade and I have to restart the
Oh,
hardware. And then that kicked it out of the for some reason now the mic isn't picking back up. It's in a different it's
okay.
sometimes we got to do some wizardry to make all this stuff work. Nate's like, what just happened? I'm like, my stuff just it I could have continued on, but it sounded like a really bad record, like with a really terrible needle just starting to that's kind of what it sounded like. So the show must go on. We're doing it live, guys. We're all good. We're all good. So most memorable multiplayer moment on a Nintendo system.
So back when the pandemic happened and people were just coming together with like Animal Crossing and playing with their friends, I found out a lot of my IRL friends like actually played video games in their free time because we just never talked about it. A lot of the folks I hung out with, we all were like volunteering for robotics competitions for like high school kids. So we kind of had other things to talk about at those events. But discovering that and the fact that most of us like just really liked Animal Crossing, it was so much fun. There was like I think a 3 times a week group that got together just to play Animal Crossing and like share their islands, and there's an entire like the turnip market,
Oh yes, yes.
and like the fact that people were like, "My island has the best price this week. Go 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 go." That was it was just such a wonderful example of how gaming really brings people together
Yes.
and can be such a vital part of like a support system. I'm like, this is gonna live with me for the rest of my life. It's such a cozy, happy moment in a moment where people were like so uncertain.
Yeah, I feel like the pandemic for me was Animal Crossing,
Mhm.
Fortnite, and Among Us. I feel like those were the games that kind of dominated the pandemic.
Yes, absolutely Among Us. It just took off.
Yeah. After it was about to die, which is just
Yeah.
crazy. It was about to be no more, and then just blew up. So crazy. Well, we'll veer off the path for a little bit here. What did you think about today's announcement with all the new update for Animal Crossing?
Everyone that has said Animal Crossing has died has been proven wrong. Uh, like I'm excited that they announced that there was going to be the Switch 2 version. I am significantly more excited that we are actually getting new content and it's going out to everyone.
Yeah.
Because it's been so quiet for so long that I'm like, hey, like I like Animal Crossing, but I want something new to do. And now I'm like, there's new stuff to do. And it's gonna be like probably quite a few number of hours and it's free.
Right. Yeah.
So like, oh, it's accessible too. This is great.
Yeah, no doubt. The I'm hoping that the 12 player, or not the 12 player, the 8 player, whatever, it can be up to 12. But being able to go in that creative mode and everybody can actually build now and terraform, and
Yeah.
I have a feeling the community is going to come up with some pretty ingenious uh, either game modes or little competitions, things like that. Like what kind of island can we build in an hour or in 2 hours or whatever the case may be, and just turn 8 people, 12 people loose and just be like, okay, let's plan and go for it and just see what we come up with. It's like Minecraft, right? Like getting to and even just getting into the game with a couple people, you're like, hey, well, let's just hang out. You can just chat like we're doing now, but you'd actually have stuff to do. Whereas like we're running around here and it's fine, but like, we can both fish, or I could put you to work and say, hey, can you pick some flowers for me or whatever? But that's like the extent, right? There's not, you can go sit in the coffee shop and have a cup. We should do that. Actually, want to go over to the coffee shop in the museum, have a coffee. But yeah, like it really is starting to, I couldn't remember the right button to put my net away.
I'm like, I've been playing this game like mostly all day. I'm like, what button was it? Oh no.
What direction on the D-pad? But yeah, so I think I hope that it's going to be the kind of thing that like it gets people back in and playing it in a way that we haven't really done before.
Yeah.
And something that's just it might capture that magic again for even just a small amount of time until the new one comes out, at least.
Yes, I like it. I feel like for so many folks it was so important like a few years ago, and that's also why we've been like, but why'd you forget about this game? Like this one is something that like defined a lot of us in like 2020 or 2021. So being able to go back and do new stuff and actually like build with friends and not just visit islands, I'm really excited for that.
Same. Yes, it adds so much potential. So Nate in the chat says people have been super creative in AC world, talk shows, funny looking fireworks. Oh yeah, all the above. All of the above. So it's so silly, but I'm so excited for the classic consoles being back in the game, because in the very first game you could dig up and find an old NES and then start playing the old games. It was one of the first times that like retro games were then put in a modern game. And I guarantee you, if that wasn't an aspect of Animal Crossing, I wouldn't have loved that game as much as I did. Because that was there, it literally solidified my love for this series. And because you could then hook up your Game Boy and take the game with you on the go, and it was on your Game Boy until you turned it off. So I could take, and it's these silly black box NES games, baseball and golf. They're nothing like spectacular, but still just nostalgic and fun. Punch Out was the one that I was after, and when I finally was able to get that one, that's when it got super fun. So okay, we're about to get to the good stuff here. If you could remake one classic Nintendo game, what would it be?
Oh man, Pokemon trading card game. I feel like I had an answer earlier that was like different, but I just thought about it. I'm like, man, Pokemon trading card game was also one of the first games I had for my Game Boy Color. And I remember getting all the way to the end and just loving it. And I'm currently a fiend for card games, like physical card games. It hasn't gotten enough love. I know there's the app. Not the same, though.
Not the same. Gotcha. So I have never played that game. I believe it's on NSO. Is it the kind of thing, like, do you literally just go and open packs until you complete your Pokedex?
You actually, it's pretty much like, hey, did you play Pokemon Red, Blue? Yeah, well, we turned that into a card game where you play with the cards and learn how to play the card game. But it's like you're going to the different gym leaders to fight their Pokemon with their Pokemon decks.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Huh. I may have to may have to give that one a try. Since Legends came out, I've been on a bit of a Pokemon kick. So I'm I should try. Maybe I'll throw it onto one of the we do a game of the week with the podcast. Maybe I'll throw it on there and we could check it out that way. So very cool. Is there anything that you would add to it if they did like a remake or a sequel?
I know they changed how you play Pokemon TCG, so being able to toggle between the old way and the new way would be nice.
Interesting. That'd be cool. Yeah, I mean, it's all new to me, so I'd be like, I don't know what's different here, but you know what I mean? Or, I mean, I wouldn't know the new from the old, but I like that. Okay. Favorite piece of Nintendo hardware?
I really love how unique the Nintendo DS was. And like I just have fond memories with the Nintendo DS. I think that's my favorite. I'd love for them to find a way to like make that console possible again with updated graphics and all. Like I think I saw someone did like a concept, and I don't know if it's official or anything, but of a like attachable screen to a Nintendo Switch 2.
It's like a patent they have right now.
Oh, it's a patent. Okay. I didn't want to speculate if it was just like someone made this really cool design and it could work.
Right.
That would just make sure that for this, at least for the sake of game preservation, a bunch of Nintendo DS games could be remade and it's possible to preserve them.
Yeah.
And that would just be, just for the preservation aspect, really cool to see. But
Absolutely.
for my little nostalgic heart, I'm like, 2 screens again? Yeah.
I'm still a sucker for it. I'll fire up my 3DS and play games on there at times. Like there's just something about it. There's something it takes you back. It definitely takes you back.
It's just a unique way to play a game. Like you have the 2 screens. One of them was a touch screen. You had the stylus and you could use that for like mini games, and it was far more interactive than like just the controller.
Yeah. Sometimes a little too interactive. I'm like, do I have to use the stylus right now? Can I can I please just play this with the buttons? Okay. Well, I know that there's more nostalgia towards Pokemon than Mario. And so we're gonna go down the Pokemon path. Which region feels the most like home for you?
Johto. It's the first one. It's the one that like I grew up with because I did watch the shows and collected the cards and everything. Like that's the one that feels the most like home. Just brings back like warm memories from my childhood too.
Did you play like Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee?
I did not. I know I should have, and I had full intention to do that. I just didn't. I ended up playing a lot of Sword and Shield.
Okay.
Arceus was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just kind of was like, well, I'll get to it eventually. I kind of know what it's like, so we'll go back eventually.
Yeah, it honestly, I had not really. I'm trying to. I want to say that might have been the first. Maybe chat can remember too, but I think it was the first Pokemon game on Switch. I think it was before?
I think so.
Sword and Shield? I'm pretty sure. I couldn't put it down. It literally, that feeling of like playing with a handheld, it recaptured. And it's a remake of Red and Blue and Yellow, right? So like I was like, yo, I am hooked again. And it literally left me hooked on Pokemon until I'm still like, I'm buying cards now. Like, I don't even know what is happening to me, you know, like I'm not even sure what's going on here. So yeah, I'm hooked. I love it. Let's see. Favorite starter of all time.
The cute little spiky Cyndaquil.
Okay. All right. That's
not my favorite Pokemon, but Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, let's follow it up. Who's your favorite Pokemon?
Eevee.
Oh, yes. Okay, going back to Let's Go. I played Let's Go Eevee, and you can like pat their heads and like and she will kind of like talk in a way, and she will say, "Yeah, boy," and it's the best. Like, it's not. It's not supposed, like, it's not what it's actually saying, but it's like, like if a dog says "I love you" or whatever, like that's what it literally sounds, and it's like that's the best thing ever. Like, so yeah, I didn't even play Let's Go Pikachu. I just played Eevee. I was like, I'm like, and I was so excited in Legends Art or in Legends ZA when I finally saw an Eevee and then was able to catch it. So, yeah, I get it. I totally get it. Let's see. What? Here we go. Which Pokemon battle or gym leader gave you the most trouble?
Oh my god. Oh.
Was there any that made you throw your Joy-Con so that the cover came off?
I like got brought back all of a sudden to playing Gold and Silver with Lieutenant Surge. I think is his name. Like, for some reason that question was like bringing me back there.
Yeah.
I feel like for Sword and Shield, I breezed through it. It felt real easy to me, and I don't know why. I think just because, like, I was a grown-up playing the games.
Right.
I was like, oh yeah, I understand how this works. Compared to me as a kid who was just like, I like this Pokemon, and I'm just gonna put this Pokemon out, even though like the weakness was lightning. I was like, this is just my favorite one, and I only battle with this one.
That's me now, by the way. So, very much me now. Let's see. Did you have a favorite like rival or character from the series? And it could literally be anybody. It doesn't have to be the rival, but
I really liked the Nurse Joys.
Okay.
And the whole like, I don't remember if it's a conspiracy theory or not, but them all being Pokemon, and that's why they're all the same. I don't remember if it's like official like Nintendo/Pokemon have decided this, but for some reason I've just really subscribed to that idea because it made sense as to why there was so many of them.
Well, ZA is going to throw a little monkey wrench in that.
Mm-hmm. I heard. I totally heard. I've also seen so many of the unhinged lines that some of the characters have.
Yo, I did not expect to enjoy like the writing so much in a Pokemon game, but I really do in this one. And it's for like it hits some comedic timing that I'm just like, how is this possible?
Yeah.
How are they pulling this off? But they are, and I love it. It's so good. So good.
Have you found the one of the girl who's like, I remember every name of every person I've ever met? And then,
no.
Oh, do you want me to spoil it for you?
No, please. Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. So she's like, I know every name of every person I've ever met. She goes, it's going to take me 6 minutes. Do you want me to recite it all for you? And if you click yes, the screen goes to black. It goes to the credits. Like, that's how you go to the credits in that game.
That's awesome.
That was hilarious.
That's so good. That is so good. I can't wait to find that now. Let's see here. Which legendary or mythical Pokemon feels the most meaningful to you?
Entei. Entei was one of the cards that I really sought after, and I managed to pull one.
Oh, okay.
And then the other one, because it's kind of tied, there was a Lugia card that I pulled out of a pack years ago. but the pack was gifted to me by my aunt when she came up from Florida, and she's like, "I bought it in Florida because I knew you like Pokemon." So the fact that I got like a Lugia card in a pack that my aunt bought for me, I was like, "This is the coolest thing ever!" Because it's a super like. I just assumed that all of the Pokemon that are like the legendaries were rare in the
Mm,
card game.
I
So I was
see.
like, this has to be the rarest card ever.
Do you want to? I'm gonna share something with you and the rest of the
Mhm.
listeners. So, have you seen Deep Pocket Monster? This account, this channel.
Yes.
Okay, so his name is Pat Flynn,
Mhm.
and he's responsible for me starting anything online.
Aw.
Like, I found his show like almost 20 years ago now, and started making content online because of it. Well, I saw one of his videos, and he showed a ancient Mew that came with the movie,
Yeah.
and it was graded. It's like $1,100 if it was like a 10.
Okay.
I had about 100 of those things.
Buddy, you're rich.
I lost them in a move.
Oh.
Yeah. I worked at a coffee shop. I managed a coffee shop when it was connected to a movie theater, and they did not move. They had stacks of these things, and I was like, "Hey, can I take some of those?" They're like, "Yeah, take as many as you want. Like, they're going in the garbage." And so I grabbed a whole bunch of them, and I can vividly remember the blue plastic bag that they're in. When I moved from that house, they were in the storage unit, in the little storage shed. There was the river was flooding, and we lived right on the dike. So we had like 20 people all there moving all of our stuff at once.
Mhm.
And I've never seen the cards since.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, oh, I could have bought a house with like Pokemon, or put a good down payment down with just Pokemon cards. Because here's the other thing. Around that same time, I bought a whole bunch of Darth Maul and Star Wars action figures, thinking, okay, I'll save these until I'm old. Yeah, they were so mass produced, they're worth nothing. So, like, the only item from my youth that I thought, hey, I'll buy some of these and then save them from when I picked the wrong ones, and then I lost the ones that had value, that had actual value. So, anyway, that's the first I'm sharing this heartbreak. I just, yeah. Yeah, so shout out to Pat Flynn and Deep Pocket Monster. Okay, last question. If you could change one thing about the Pokemon games, what would it be?
Oh no, this is a really hard question.
Any quality of life thing, any other RPG that you're like, I wish they would do this, or I wish they'd make an MMO, or I would love to be able to do more multiplayer, or, anything along those lines. Maybe move to all of the regions, have a game that like brings the world together, something like that.
Honestly, an MMO with like the entirety of the world map and being able to kind of pick different options of like where you start and everything, and you get to explore. I feel like Pokemon fans of all ages would go feral for that.
Yeah.
And just have it be like as open world as possible.
Yeah.
I think that would be my answer. Like yeah, I'd be day one on that.
No
That's
question. Me too.
no question. I don't pre-order games either, but I'd pre-order that game.
I love that. I love it.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. Shout out to Army Life for resubbing over on Twitch. Thank you so much, my friend. Well, Camilla Panda, thank you for taking the time, giving me the extra half hour because of all of our technical difficulties. Let people know again where they can connect with you.
Hi, everyone. You can find me here on Twitch as well. Also YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, those places. All as Camilla Panda. No numbers, none of that shenanigans. I got really lucky and managed to get my usernames like without having to add any numbers to it. So yeah, that's where you can find me. But I'm on Twitch Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, weekly, with the exception of coming up in November. My boyfriend is also a content creator, but he runs something called Metal Meal Meltdown, which is a charity event for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, where we cook metal-inspired foods, listen to metal music, and just have fun raising money for St. Jude. So I will not be around that entire week because I will be helping him out on his channel for that.
Did you say metal? Like throw up some horns metal?
Yeah. I am actually wearing last year's shirt.
Okay.
Because Seal's playing D&D and accidentally summoning a creature, but they broke the 7th seal. It was the 7th year of the event.
Oh my God, that's incredible. That is amazing. Very, very cool. Okay, well, when that gets closer, I'll make sure to share in all the places too, because I have a feeling a lot of people would love to see that. So
I'm excited to be able to say I get to bring a little bit of New Jersey flair this year as someone from New Jersey. And there may be a fight or two over if it's pork roll or Taylor ham. And I'm going to say right now, I'm going to win that fight. It's pork roll.
Okay, wait. I'm new to the East Coast.
Oh, okay.
I had never heard the term pork roll until I got here. Now it's like on the menu, right?
Yep.
In Pennsylvania here. So is it the same dish or the same food item, just two different names? Is that what I'm...
There, yeah, it's so there's a couple different brands. There's one brand called Taylor Ham. And when you're in North Jersey, they only call it Taylor Ham. Oh. It's Taylor Ham pork roll. So it's still pork roll. But in like Trenton, where I'm from outside Trenton, and south, it's just pork roll because that's the actual name of the food item. It's literally like a log of pork.
Right. Okay.
Like you literally get it as a log, unless you get it sliced. And there are so many jokes about, is it pork roll or Taylor ham? I have a shirt that says the great debate in the Garden State. Is it pork roll or Taylor ham?
Oh.
There's a pork roll festival that happens in Trenton where they poll to see if it's pork roll or Taylor ham. It's just a New Jersey joke at this point. It's been a joke my entire life. So I'm glad I get to bring that joke along with me to this event.
I'm here for it. So is it a fight with the boyfriend or with the community or just with Jersey in general? Or are you trying to get more people? Are you rallying the troops for pork roll?
I'm going to rally the troops for pork roll.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just going to rally the troops for pork roll.
That's incredible. I love it. All right. Well, guys, thank you so much. And Camilla, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And we will see you guys in the next one. Bye now.